I'm Lena Montgomery, and this is my first semester in the library science program at USM. But it's not my first time being at USM. And just to explain, if you're wondering why I have a penguin puppet, this is Corky. Hi! Corky is the mascot for the public library that I work at, Carroll County Public Library in Maryland. Yep, that's where I am. And that's part of my job as an outreach librarian, is we do puppet shows and story times. I love story time. Me too. And we drive the bookmobiles, which we call Storytime Express vans. And we also do online programming, especially since the COVID pandemic. And we also do Zoom story times now. Yep, I get to see my friends online now. Yep. So, Corky, I'm going to put you down, okay? Okay. So, like I said, this isn't my first time at USM. I got my BA in History with Social Studies certification. I graduated in the year 2000. I was in the Pride marching band and played the saxophone there. Then I came back to grad school in the history department. But then I got married, I started having children, and so it took me 5 years to get my Master's of Science in American History and Political Science. In the meantime, I taught school in Lumberton, Mississippi for a year, and then I tutored reading comprehension at South Forest Elementary School, or South Forest Attendance Center, before driving a school bus route in Forest County. Then my husband's job took us to Orlando, Florida for a few years. Then we moved to Illinois for a few years, and now we live in Maryland, and we've been here for 7 years. In Maryland, I started working at the library as a substitute and later got a part-time position there, and I really love working in the outreach department at our library system. Maryland libraries are quite amazing, I think, and I'm super glad that I work here. As part of the process in Maryland, if you're going to work at a public library or an academic library in Maryland, you have to either have an MLIS or take their certification program, which is kind of like grad school snippets condensed down into one semester, so that you can be part of the state retirement system here. So anyway, that gave me a taste of what an MLIS program would be like. And so I decided, since my library helps pay for one class a year, that I would go back. And I knew how things work at Southern and that it's a good college. So I am beginning my MLIS journey. And I hope that it will help me to develop a stronger career path here in Maryland so that I will have more opportunities for advancement. I would love to be a children's librarian, although I really enjoy the outreach department, so I'm fine if I stay there too. I wanted to show you one other thing. An interesting tidbit about me is that I love chickens, and I raise chickens, and I wanted to show you, I don't know if you heard the peeping, but this little guy was born 2 days ago. And he is one, I'm going to say she because we're hoping for she's, but she is a silkie and she is a banty, so that means she will be very tiny. And one of my hens is hatching a brood of eggs, and this one is one of the 4 that have hatched so far. So that's a fun tidbit about me. I hope that we get to know each other and have fun as we are doing this library science journey together.